everyone. Hope all are safe and fine at home. Last time we discussed certain topics in sources of energy. Now still we are moving on with the sources of energy only, and today's topic is solar energy. Solar energy, the energy that we are getting from the sun, and this energy is counted under renewable sources of energy. What is solar energy? The sun that emits lot of heat and light energy in huge amount. That amount of energy is called as solar energy. And in the sun, the nuclear fusion reaction is taking place, which release enormous amount of heat and light energy continuously. That energy is called as solar energy, and this energy is used for various purposes. Especially with the help of this energy, we are able to produce electricity directly. So this energy is known to be as solar energy, and India is receiving, when there is cloudless atmosphere, India is receiving around 5 billion kilowatt amount of energy directly from the sun. So coming to the next point, what is solar constant? Solar constant is the amount of solar energy which is received by Earth directly from the sun when the sun is perpendicular onto the earth with respect to the distance. That is known to be as solar constant. And the uses of this solar energy is in various amount. This solar energy is used to cook food actually with the help of solar cooker. Solar cooker is a device. With the help of this device, we can cook food, and there is a device which is having number of vessels, around 2 to 3 vessels will be there, and inside part of this solar cooker is painted with black color. Why? Because black is the color that absorbs as amount of heat energy, and the upper layer is covered with a glass plate or a transparent medium that absorbs the energy as much as possible and reflect it to the inner part where the vessels are kept with food material. The food that can be cooked are rice, dal, vegetable. Like these things can be cooked when the sun energy is present, and this is the advantage because the cooking process becomes easier. We will be not depending upon LPG, kerosene or non-renewable sources of energy will be used, but less in amount. So this is the safest mode of preparing food with the help of solar cooker, and this is environmental friendly. Why? Because it doesn't produce pollution. It is smokeless process with the help of which the atmosphere also will be not polluted, and with the help of solar cooker, many other things like dal can also be cooked, but this is advantage purpose. There are many disadvantages also there, like when it is cloudy atmosphere. At that time, the solar cooker will not work at that range, and especially in the night time, because daytime the food will be cooked, but in the night time the sun rays will be not reach to the earth. At that time, the solar cooker will not work. So there are some advantages. At the same some disadvantages are also there in case of solar cooker. Now coming up to the next use of solar energy, that is solar cell. Solar cell is something which absorbs the sun's heat energy and directly converts it into the electricity. That is known to be as solar cell. And solar cell produces approximately 0.5 potential difference amount of voltage, and this amount of voltage is though not sufficient. So the solar cells are combined together and we make a solar panel, and with the help of this solar panel we can produce electricity. How this solar cell is made? The solar cell is made up of the combination of silicon boron layer and silicon arsenic layer. And the silicon boron layer is soldered with wire and act as positive terminal, and silicon arsenic layer is working as a negative terminal and a wire is connected to it. So in this way electricity produced, solar cell is formed. When the sun rays fall onto this solar cell, which is a combination of silicon boron layer and silicon arsenic layer, at that time the loosely available electrons in silicon move from one place to another place. In this way, though the electrons are under motion, there is a tap of current produced between this positive terminal and negative terminal of the cell. So this is the way a cell produces electricity directly from the solar energy that is obtained from the sun. And this solar cells are combined together to make a panel, and this panel is producing electricity in more amount. So this is the information about solar energy and where it is used in vast amount. Coming to the next topic, that is biomass energy, which is again a renewable source of energy. Biomass energy is something which is pollution free and easily available. In biomass energy, the major source is the cow dung, the excreta of cow. So that cow dung is the major part to produce biogas, which is equally called as biomass energy. How this biogas is produced? In one line, if we say this cow dung with water mixed in a digester tank, which is known to be as slurry, and this slurry is kept under the slab that is completely covered for 50 to 60 days time span. And this cow dung, which is having complex mixture, and this complex mixture is decomposed by a bacteria called anaerobic bacteria, which decompose this cow dung in the absence of oxygen, and this decomposition slowly releases gases, which is called to be as biogas. And the major parts of this biogas are methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide, in which methane consists 75% in biogas energy. This methane, which is very valuable and important part of fuel, and this methane is available 75% in the biogas mixture, which is used for cooking food purpose and which works as a very good fuel that creates no smoke, which doesn't pollute the atmosphere. And with the help of it, we can use it for lighting purpose, and we can use it for running the engine, and equally it is used for generating electricity. Overall, what is biomass energy? Biomass energy is a biogas in which methane is the major element of its fuel, and the major part to get biogas is the cow dung, which is mixed equally in proportion with water, which is called as slurry, and it takes 50 to 60 days time span to produce biogas. And how it is produced, how the biogas is produced, which is a renewable source of energy. Have a look on it. This is a digester tank. This digester tank is built deep underground, and this digester tank is having three major parts. One is known as inlet chamber, second one is the digester tank, and the third one is the outlet chamber. In the inlet chamber, there is a way from where the slurry is passed slowly to the digester tank. This digester tank completely from inlet to outlet is made up of bricks and cement. This digester tank, the first and foremost part is the inlet chamber. In this inlet chamber, with a slippery passage, we allow the slurry. Slurry means it a mixture of cow dung with equal proportion of water, that is sent inside the digester tank, which is the underground process tank, and the slurry is kept and covered completely. Why? Because there should be no passage of oxygen, and this cow dung, which is mixed with water, get decomposed with the help of a bacteria named as anaerobic bacteria. That anaerobic bacteria decompose this slurry, and it takes 50 to 60 days time, and as the gas is releasing, what are the gases that release? Majorly the methane gas, and subordinate gases are carbon dioxide, hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide. When these gases are producing, a pressure develops inside this dome, and because of this pressure a force is exerted and the gas is moving in the upward direction. There is a valve is introduced at the center of the dome, and when the air pressure, the gas pressure is forming, then a force is built up, and when the valve is opened, then the gas is allowed to pass, and this gas is connected house to house for various purpose. The various purpose are for cooking purpose, for lighting purpose, to run a water engine, and for generating electricity. And after once 50 to 60 days time period, once this biogas is produced, then the leftover part that has been known as spent slurry, this spent slurry is taken out, which is also equally important. The farmers use that spent slurry as manure. This manure is very important for the soil, and this manure is used for farming purpose. So this is the process of producing biogas with the help of biomass energy. Sometimes, very rarely, not oftenly, sometimes it is said that even human excreta can also be added in the form of slurry. So this is the way we use biomass energy for various purpose. This is coming under renewable source of energy. Why it comes under renewable source of energy? Because cow dung is easily available, and this renewable source of energy is not producing any smoke when it is burning, and that is why it is said that it is pollution free. No ash is left over when this biomass energy is burning. And at the same time, the most important part of this biogas energy is its calorific value is high. It means it has a high calorific value. So this is what we learn about biomass energy. The next topic, that is nuclear energy. What is nuclear energy? Nuclear energy is the amount of energy that is released when any nuclear reaction is taking place. This nuclear reaction is of two types. One is called to be as nuclear fusion and another is called to be as nuclear fission. So coming stepwise, let's discuss about what is nuclear fission. Nuclear fission is the process in which the heavy nucleus is bombarded with slow moving neutrons, and when this reaction is taking place, at that time the heavy nucleus is split up or break up into two small nuclei, and apart from that, enormous amount of energy is released, and that released energy is called to be as nuclear energy, but the process is nuclear fission process. So have a look on the definition that a heavy nucleus must be a radioactive element. What are the radioactive elements that we take here? That is uranium, plutonium or thorium. These are the radioactive elements. When these radioactive elements are bombarded with low energy neutrons, you can see in the reaction, this is uranium and it is bombarded with low energy neutron. At that time, the nuclear reaction takes place. This heavy nucleus of radioactive element uranium is divided into two parts. It means it is split up. It is split up into two small nuclei. Equation you can see the heavy radioactive nucleus named as uranium is bombarded with low energy neutron. Then in this nuclear reaction, the heavy nucleus is break up into two small nuclei or split up into two small nuclei named as barium and krypton. Apart from these two small nuclei, three new neutrons are generated and enormous amount of energy is also released. And this enormous amount of energy is known as nuclear energy. And this energy is released in the atom bomb. You might have heard about the atom bomb. When the atom bomb is blasted, at that time the energy which is released is called to be as nuclear energy, but the process that takes place in atom bomb, that process comes under nuclear fission process, means a heavy nucleus is split up into two small nuclei with nuclear energy. And the second part is known to be as nuclear fusion process. In nuclear fusion process, the opposite of nuclear fission takes place, means in nuclear fusion process, two small nuclei are joined together with nuclear reaction and a heavy nucleus is formed. Apart from that, a neutron is generated. At the same time, enormous amount of energy is released, and this released energy is called to be as nuclear energy. The example that follows nuclear fusion process is the hydrogen bomb. Means when the hydrogen bomb is formed, at that time the two lightweight nucleus have been joined together, which makes a heavy nucleus. This process is called to be as nuclear fusion, and in this process also a lot of amount of energy is released. That energy is called to be as nuclear energy. So this is the lesson where we have ended up with sources of energy that comes under non-renewable sources of energy and renewable sources of energy. We have gone through various aspects of non-renewable sources of energy as well as renewable sources of energy. Hope you have understood the lesson well, and I expect that if the questions will be asked from any of the corner, you will be able to reply. Stay safe, stay at home. Namaste.